Basically, this is just a small video response to this video about controlling statements in the Watchtower. Yeah, as an ex-Jehovah's Witness, I can say how controlling Jehovah's Witnesses actually are. They teach that everything that God gives us is a gift. Our life, our families, everything, the things we inherit, all a gift from God, right? The one thing that threw me about the religion, and one of the main reasons I left, was the fact that having an opinion, having your own viewpoints, or anything like that was wrong. But the way that I see it is having the freedom of choice, the freedom to have your own opinion, is a gift that makes everybody individual. The fact that everyone can make their own decisions in life, that is what your individuality is all about. Yet Jehovah's Witnesses take that from you. They tend to make you not have an opinion anymore. The fact that their opinion is the only opinion you're allowed to have. If you question anything that they say or anything that they preach to you, you stand to lose everything. You stand to lose everything that you've ever built up for. You lose your family. My mother's disfellowshipped from the Kingdom Hall because she started smoking again. She was shunned by the family, and also we were as young ones, even though I'd already left by that point. My younger brother and sister were also shunned. They weren't even 10 years old, yet the family never came to them and never basically offered them a chance. It was a matter of, well, your mother's disfellowshipped, you're gone as well, we don't want nothing to do with you. It's been 10 years now and we've had no contact with them whatsoever, until recently when my grandmother took very ill. And basically, because it's been 10 years and there's nothing there anymore, we're like strangers. We're once close family now can't even sit in the same room as each other because it's like talking to strangers. We're just old acquaintances these days. It is very, very, very difficult, and I think your videos are very accurate and very bang on. I think you research very, very well, and thumbs up to you. I think you're absolutely brilliant. I like the way you don't preach. I like the way that you just touch upon things that people have a right to know. And it's such a shame to sit and look at all these videos, especially of young ones who are trapped in religion that they can't get out of because the parents are in this religion, and they stand to lose all their family. I've got a lot of cousins who I can tell are in exactly the same boat, who have learnt from my lesson and learnt from my mum's lesson, that if they basically voice their opinion, or if they don't believe in little tiny bits of what they're being taught, they stand to lose exactly what we lost. And it is such a shame. I've seen a lot of depression. I've seen my mum nearly attempt suicide. It is awful. And yeah, I would say it is a cult. It's just a shame, really, that people have to suffer like this. But to all people who have suffered like this and who have gone through what I've gone through, you just need closure. I've just recently managed to get closure. What the hardest things I think is when you get disfellowshipped or if you get shunned by your family, is it's just like that's the be all and end all. It's like they push you away, there's no explanation, they don't sit down with you, they don't explain why, they don't talk to you. Basically that's it. You're just supposed to roll over and accept it. But it's not that easy. They've got their families still, they've got everything they need, then you're left on your own to fend for yourself, and you find it very hard. It's very, very difficult. And at the end of the day, what people need to find is that closure, because a lot of anger gets built up and people start to slag off their religion, they start to pinpoint the bad points, then the family gets. What you need to do is to be able to just check online, go onto forums, things like that, talk to people who've been in the same situation and get closure. Learn to understand why they do it so that you can also understand why it's been done to you. And recently that's what's happened to me. I've been back in contact with my family. I was given opportunity to sit down and talk to them, but chose not to, because after 10 years I refused to sit in a house and get angry about their religion, because then I'll be the bad person for basically slagging off what they truly believe in. And at the end of the day, everyone's entitled to their own opinion, like I said, and that is deep down what they believe. It's not what I believe, but I have no right to tell them otherwise, and I have basically chosen to not to not be part of that. And it's basically come to a head now where my family have contacted me and said that the reason I've contacted them is because I'm unhappy with my life, and if I had stayed in the truth, I wouldn't be where I am now. But the truth is I am happy. I'm very, very happy, and they don't see that because all they see is within that little bubble that they live in. So anyway, once again, video is absolutely fantastic. I've subscribed, keep them coming, and hope to see a new video from you soon.